we're, teetering on a record low. So the time to act is now.
Not even teetering anymore. The Great Salt Lake has dropped to its historic low. You can see in this timeline of satellite images, the lake has been declining since the 1980s when it was at an all-time high.
It's one of the largest lakes in the Western Hemisphere, and this is bad for Utah ecology. Fox 13's Ben Winslow broke the story today and has the latest from the Great Salt Lake.
The Great Salt Lake is now believed to be at an all-time low, and state officials tell me they believe it will only drop lower.
We will set a new record.
The Great Salt Lake has dropped to the historic low set in 1963, and it's likely even lower than that.
We are concerned about the continual decline of the lake levels and that have been exacerbated by this drought that we're in.
Utah's governor expressed alarm at the news.
The more water we save, the more water that is available to run into the Great Salt Lake, and so we're working with scientists, with our various departments and nationally on what it's going to take to make sure that we keep those levels high enough to keep that ecosystem viable, because we can't lose that ecosystem.
The lake has been declining since the 1980s when it was at an all-time high. Now, at the Great Salt Lake Marina, most of the boats have been pulled from the water. They can't safely launch. Antelope Island is no longer an island. Neither are many other islands. The famed Spiral Jetty art installation is exposed. Environmentalists say the time to act is now.
This system is both ecologically significant.
The Great Salt Lake generates snowstorms that feed our reservoirs. It's a place for millions of migratory birds and an economic engine for mineral extraction, brine shrimp harvest, and even the ski industry. Development and water diversion, climate change, and the mega drought we're in are all impacting the lake. An exposed lake bed means increased air pollution. But Linda Freitas of Friends of Great Salt Lake says it's not too late if we all do our part.
We need to conserve our water. We need to reduce our water use and recognize a change in behavior for freeing up water. But in order to make it come to the lake, we have to ensure that the stewardship of that water being freed up is going to get here.
Now, environmentalists and political leaders are working on some policies to protect the lake and try to help it recover. At the Great Salt Lake, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.